It started with a simple frustration, standing in the rain, unable to find a cab. From that moment of inconvenience came a billion-dollar idea that would shake the foundations of the global taxi industry. This is the story of how Uber rewrote the rules of urban transportation, one ride at a time. In 2008, two friends, Garrett Camp and Travis Kalanick, were in Paris. After a night out, they struggled to find a taxi in the freezing cold. Garrett, a Canadian entrepreneur, thought, what if you could tap a button and get a ride instantly? That what if became Uber Cab. Back then, taxis were ruled by medallion systems, long waits, and poor service. If you lived outside of a downtown zone, getting a cab was nearly impossible. And forget about knowing the cost before your ride, it was always a gamble. Uber launched its first ride in San Francisco in 2010. The concept? A black car picks you up within minutes through an app. No cash, no awkward haggling, no waiting. It felt like magic. Customers loved it. Regulators and taxi unions, not so much. But Uber wasn't just selling convenience, it was selling control, predictability, and power back to the passenger. Soon, Uber dropped the fancy black cars and opened the floodgates with UberX, regular people driving their own cars. Prices plummeted, availability soared. The taxi industry was officially in trouble. Medallion prices, which used to cost hundreds of thousands, started crashing. Protests erupted in New York, Paris, and London. Drivers blocked roads, regulators tried to shut Uber down, and lawsuits started flying. But Uber had something old-school taxis didn't: data. They knew where you were, how long you waited, and what you were willing to pay. Every ride improved the system. Travis Kalanick, Uber's co-founder and CEO, was aggressive, fearless, and often controversial. He believed in, well, ask for forgiveness, not permission. Uber expanded city after city, country after country, sometimes launching before local governments even knew what hit them. Investors saw a gold mine. Uber raised billions and inspired a wave of Uber for X startups. Uber for food like DoorDash, Uber for groceries, even Uber for massages. But disruption came at a cost. Taxi drivers lost their livelihoods. Uber drivers protested over wages. Scandals rocked Uber's leadership. Travis Kalanick was eventually forced to resign in 2017. Still, the damage to the old guard was done. The world had changed. Ride-sharing was here to stay. Today, Uber operates in over 70 countries. It is diversified into food delivery, freight, and autonomous vehicles. The company went public in 2019 and continues to reshape how people move. The taxi industry? It's evolving, slowly adopting tech. But the days of standing in the rain and hoping for a yellow cab are mostly gone. What started with a missed ride in Paris became a revolution in motion. Uber didn't just change transportation, it challenged tradition, regulation, and expectation. Whether you see it as hero or villain, one thing is certain: Uber drove the world into the future, whether it was ready or not. Like, subscribe, and share for more powerful business stories. See you in the next one.